Good. You know, we are on time today.
Woo!
I know. Here it is, having ourselves a grits and grants. Good morning, family. It is 8:30 exactly. You know what, June? We grinding already. Already grinding through a day loaded with crazy faith. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
June, you know, we had, here we are, June the 26th. Mm-hmm. June, 189 days to go.
Is that all, Smitty?
Only one. It's amazing. We only have 189 days to do whatever it is we're going to do in 2024. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's just not much time when you really think about it. You know, and there's a lot of things that I want to get done. There's a lot of things you want to get done, and there's a lot of things that we want to do together.
Yeah.
You know, but we only got 189 more blessed mornings to get it done. Well, it's like I got to finish getting it set up over here. So, you know, each and every day that I get to lift my head off the pillow, man, I feel blessed and highly flavored. I mean, highly flavored, June.
Good.
What about you?
I definitely feel blessed and highly flavored to be here, to still be breathing.
To be married to me, yeah.
To still have the opportunity to achieve my goals.
To be married to me, I get that. Honestly, I understand. Yes, you are. Yes, you really and truly are. You know, June, and some days, you know, we do good, and, you know, some days, you know, we don't do so good, you know, but the key word there is doing. You know, each and every day we got to do something. You know, and in my mind, in my world, as long as I'm doing, you know, as long as I'm trying, as long as I'm executing, as long as I'm grinding.
You have the opportunity to succeed as long as you're moving in the direction you want to.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. You know, June, and this is going to sound kind of strange. Not only do I have the opportunity to succeed, but you know what else?
Well,
I also have the opportunity for failure.
I don't like that word.
I know. It is a really bad word, big word, good word, motivating word. It has so many different meanings, you know. Let's just go through an example. If I say that he's a failure, there we are labeling somebody's entire life.
Yes.
He or she is a failure. I mean, can you imagine anything any bigger to label somebody that? So that means that everything he or she does fails. It's predestined, or as my pastor used to say, predestined. You know, failure. You know, his whole life is a failure. Everything he's ever done is a failure. Or on a smaller scale, you know, that last thing I tried, man, that thing was a complete failure. So again, now we're talking about one specific task as opposed to an entire lifetime. You know, and then another failure is, you know what? I just didn't try. Isn't that a failure too, June?
No.
You know, not even trying. Yeah, it is
See,
a failure.
I'm saying no because I really, really do not like that word. Therefore, I've taken it completely out of my vocabulary. The word does not exist.
I wish it didn't. You know, I really and truly wish that it did not. But, you know, for some people, it does. Some people plan to fail, and some people fail to plan. But you know what, June? It makes such a difference because we tend to think that a plan is guaranteed.
Okay.
You know, and when you agree, no plan is ever guaranteed.
That's correct.
You know, good morning, Ree the Realtor. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Ree the Realtor.
So since no plan is ever guaranteed, then aren't we guaranteed to fail?
Nope.
Well, I'm confused.
You're not going to get me to agree on this one. Not this morning.
So I'm failing to get you to agree.
That's correct.
So my whole morning topic is a failure this morning.
No. Because some people will agree with you, just not me. You see, as long as I'm living and breathing, I've got a chance to fix it. Okay. So I may not have succeeded is the word that I want to use today, but I will succeed tomorrow or the next day or the next day.
Well, I'm going to pick on
I'm going to succeed.
I'm going to pick on Ree the Realtor.
Okay.
Ree the Realtor. Have you ever failed at anything? Have you ever planned for something to happen and it just didn't happen the way that you want? And if it did, why plan? Why not just live life off the cusp? Why
Because
not
everything is a lesson.
everything's a lesson?
Yes.
So failure is a lesson?
Yes.
So I should embrace failure because I'm embracing lesson as in learning?
Of course. Yep.
Hold up. So failure is good then?
It is good for me. But like I said, not everybody would agree. I try to see the positive in everything.
So there's positiveness in failure?
Yes, there is.
You notice I made up a new word?
Yes,
Failure-ness?
fellowness.
Hey, you know what? Grammar don't matter.
That's right.
So there's positiveness in failureness. How does that equate? I don't understand. I'm confused.
Well, the way that you tried it the first time may have not worked.
Okay.
But you learn a lesson the next time. For instance, my marriage the first time didn't work.
Okay.
But I learned the next time what I need to do to be successful.
All right. Well, just imagine how good you'll be at the third time then.
There's no third time. You're it. I knew you're going to go there.
Yeah. Cherie says, why not embrace your failures? Like June said, it's a lesson.
It is.
I absolutely agree. I think failure is success if I allow it to be. Mm-hmm. But the key word there is if I fail to allow my failure to set me up for success, then I'll just continue to do what, June?
The same thing over and over and over
He's
again.
not going to join in, family.
I'm not.
He's not going to join in. This woman is driven and determined that she's not going to get into this. But family, as long as you hear what I'm saying, if I fail, which I'm guaranteed to do sooner or later, all right? But I learn from it and I go back at it a different way, a different direction, different energy, a bigger, better skill set, then the chances are I'm going to be successful. But if I fail yet again, that means I failed twice. That means I'm twice as smart, June.
That's correct.
I'm twice as driven. I'm twice as determined. I am 2 times more likely to be successful.
That's right. If you've learned the lessons,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. You know, so failure really and truly is, failure can be good, family, if we make it good.
That's right. In my life, in June's world,
In June's
failure
world.
is a positive. So, for instance, I failed my broker's test, which I'm not ashamed of at all, 8 times. Was it? Yeah, no, 7 times. I passed on the 8th time. That was a lesson. Each time I learned something new. Each time I learned something, I studied harder.
Yeah.
To get what I need. It's like, what did I miss? What did I not remember? So it was a positive. Now I am an amazing associate broker because I learned over and over and over again.
So then, did you really fail?
No, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Failure is a lesson.
So you didn't really fail. Failure would have been just giving up.
Yes. Just
Failure would be
not trying.
Not trying and just continuing to make somebody else's mortgage payment year after year after year.
Correct. Yep.
Failure would be not even trying, not even really putting forth the effort to improve my credit score so I could take advantage of grants and down payment assistance.
Exactly.
Would failure be not attending a Grits and Grants webinar? Grits and Grants webinar is held every single Tuesday from 6 to 7:30 and every third Saturday from 9 to 11. Grits and Grants webinar. Go to gritsandgrants.com. You know, June, and good morning, Gwen Murphy Johnson.
Good morning.
You know, and you know, failure, he failed, I'm a failure, guaranteed to be a failure.
So, Smitty, I have a question for you. Sorry to interrupt.
Sure.
So you've got a client, this is a scenario. You've got a client, they've done everything that they need to do. They've raised their credit score. They've got pre-approved. They've got some grant money possibly waiting for them. They are set up for success.
Set up.
But they've put offer after offer and it got beaten out or whatever. And then they're like, you know what, I'm so done.
Yeah.
Do you take that personally? Is it a failure on your part to assist them?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. You know, Gwen Murphy's being fancy this morning. Gwen, put a patch on that.
Really?
That eye. If there was a patch on that icon, I'd believe you really meant good morning.
Exactly.
But you know, family, no, June, that's not a failure on my part. Is that a failure on their part? What do you think? Did they fail or did I fail? Did no one fail? Because we put forth the effort.
You did.
We helped identify the grants.
But you didn't get them to the finish line.
No, but that's just it, June. We're not making anybody go home.
Yes,
We
exactly.
don't make you go home, family. We assist you to go home.
Yep.
We help you find your home.
We give you all the tools that we try to give you all the tools
to
needed.
get you home.
Exactly.
But we're not making anybody go home. And if anybody's trying to make you go home, make them stop.
Yeah.
Because that is a failure on your part, allowing someone else to make you go home. You got to move. You got to grow. You got to grind. You got to groove at whatever pace is best for you.
Yeah.
All right? Because at the end of the day, June, who's the one making the mortgage payment for the next 30 years?
You are.
Exactly. They are.
And that's my point. It's like you should never blame anyone for the things that you did not succeed if you did not keep trying to succeed.
What you should do is make adjustments.
Yep.
Make adjustments. Fail all the way to success, family.
Mm-hmm.
Fail all the way to success. And then once you get there, what do we do, June?
Go back and help someone
We
succeed
reach
too.
back and help someone else achieve theirs, all the while furthering our goals and we just never stop growing.
Mm-hmm.
We just never stop doing, And what's so cool about this is that I'm gonna say it, June.
Yes.
The universe is both prosperous and generous. Everything that you want is out here.
Have you ever blamed anyone for your failures?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
It's so easy to point the finger, isn't it?
And, oh, my God, yes. Man, that just takes it squarely off my shoulders and puts it on somebody else's shoulders. Mm-hmm. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Keep trying until you get it right. That's what Gwen Murphy Johnson says, too.
Yeah.
But, man, oh, my God. Well, June, back in my years at Wendy's, when I hated myself, I hated my life, I hated French fries, I hated you, I hated sodas, I hated cheeseburgers, my life was small. Man, I hated everything, and I blamed everybody that was wrong in my life, June.
Yeah.
Everybody. And the thing about when I assign failure to you, it doesn't assist me.
No.
Because
Exactly.
if there's no ownership on my part, then there's no growth on my part. So there I'll sit.
Yeah.
There you'll sit.
Year after year.
Year after year. Day after day. Hour after hour. Not living your best life. Even when you're not at a job or a career where you don't want to be. So you know what was amazing, June?
What's that?
I failed to understand at the time that the job that I hated was making me live a life that I hated, because I was either going to a job that I hated or I was coming from a job that I hated.
And we all do that.
Yeah,
until we
do.
get it, we always blame other people
Yes.
for our failures.
Yes.
And that's the only time that I would use the word failure, because I, for the longest time, blamed everybody for everything that was wrong in my life.
Which
now
is
that's
the
a
real-
failure on me.
Which is the real failure.
Yeah.
The fact that you didn't get what you want wasn't the failure. The failure is when you blamed other people
Yep.
or when you assigned that to other people.
That she didn't learn the lesson.
Yeah. Yeah. Because after all, there was no lesson for me to learn because I shut off
Yeah.
the failure as opposed to embracing it and internalizing it and growing from it.
See, I blamed other people for being fat. My trainer ain't training me properly.
It's Gwen's
Let me
fault.
jump to someone else.
No, it's Gwen Murphy Johnson's fault.
This person didn't support me,
It's Gwen's
so
fault.
my friends supported me. My friends didn't support me,
Gwen's
so that's
fault.
why I'm fat.
It's Gwen's fault. That's why you fat.
That's right.
That's
I needed
why
to
you
back
fat.
away from the table. Say no.
I would, but you know what, Jim? It's your fault you make such good food.
Exactly. It's so
If the
easy to
food-
blame.
If the food wasn't so good, I wouldn't eat it. All right? So it's your fault.
Yep.
All right? And then it's probably, you can then blame it on your mother for teaching you how to cook. Then you blame your grandmother for teaching your mother for teaching you. It's amazing the things we can do with failure
Yes.
when we don't own it. I failed. Okay? Tracy says failure is not an option. It's just a lesson to learn from the thrive and the grind.
Yes.
All right? Thrive and grind. But family, feel this. Don't fail not to fail. Okay?
What?
Yes, I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes.
No.
Don't fail not to fail. Except, what we got here? James Carter says, good morning, James. I thank God for my failure. It made me into the strong man I am
There you
today.
go. There you go.
Boom.
That's it.
This here brother owned the failure.
He said it.
He embraced the failure. He internalized the failure. You know what, June? That failure, hey, that belongs to Smitty Smith.
Yep.
You know, June, I'm going to take it one step further. That failure, man, that thing is as good as gold, girl. I'm telling you. Because I made it so. Because I said so. Because I've done so. What's more valuable? What's more valuable than lessons learned? Shoot,
I
man.
can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything either. Gwen Murphy Johnson says that's how we learn.
Yeah.
So a failure ain't a failure unless you make it a failure by blaming somebody else. The fact that my phone ringing right now and I should have turned it off, that's Gwen's fault. You know, I mean, isn't that crazy, June? The fact that I waited till the last minute to do my 24 hours of continuing education, you know whose fault that is, June?
Gwen's fault.
That's Gwen's fault. You know, in family, the thing about failure is it's so easy to give away the gold. I want y'all to feel that. It's so easy to give away the gold. Because when we assign failure to someone else, then we haven't learned a thing.
Nope.
And if we haven't learned anything, we haven't grown. If we haven't grown, then we're not gold.
Yeah.
All right?
You'll never succeed in life if you keep blaming other people for your failures.
But if Gwen would quit screwing up, I probably would. She said, I told you. You know, see that? Now she's blaming me for my failure. You see how this stuff goes? You blame me for my failure. I'll blame me. Everybody blames me, but family, the failure is gold, family. I'm telling you. Y'all got to get this. There's power in the failure.
Yeah.
All right?
So I have a question for you, Smitty.
Yeah.
So I failed my real estate broker's class 8 times. You passed on the first time. Does that mean I'm smarter than you? Or you're smarter than me?
Let the record show that some people... No, June, it doesn't. Because that exam, I cheated. No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Y'all listening to that, right?
No, because that wasn't my fight. That wasn't my struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? Because we all have a different fight. We all have a different struggle. We all have different failure points to grow from.
That's right.
Now, June, here's the way I view it. If you had taken that test and passed it the first time,
Yep.
you would not be the public speaker that you are today.
That's true.
You would not have earned the right to grow.
And I wouldn't have been able to help other people that's struggling, you know? Because you can't identify with someone that didn't pass it the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th time. You're like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. Why didn't you pass the test?
Exactly.
I don't understand. You know, but I like what Rita Realtor said. That was God's test to you, June.
There you go. Yeah.
God said that I am going to allow you to fail if you want to fail. If you want to give up, give up. You have that right. You have that privilege.
But I'm going to miss the blessing that's around the corner, whether it's for me or someone else.
Won't you?
Yeah.
Now, look how many folks you've blessed to become homeowners. How many folks have you blessed to take advantage of grants and down payment assistance? How many folks do you bless every Tuesday at the Grits and Grants webinar?
Yep.
Grits and Grants webinar every Tuesday from 6 to 7 and every third Saturday from 9 to 11. gritsandgrants.com. You know,
So I want to add this. I'm sorry, because that just
ahead.
reminded me. We had an amazing class last night.
We did.
And there was a person there, and I'm not going to name them, but there was a person in the class, and I can tell, you know, that she was probably living in public housing by the surroundings. You know, you can tell, right?
can tell.
And she was a single parent of 3, and I was like, you know what, this is my opportunity to bless her by letting her know, you know, someone mentioned, hey, June, you know, I really love the kitchen behind you. And I was like, my kitchen didn't always look like this, you know? So I shared that I was a single parent of 4, and the look in her eye, like, wow, you grew, you know,
You
from
failed.
that experience.
Yeah.
If she can do it, I can do it.
You failed. June owned her failures.
Yes.
June values her failure.
I do. To share with other people,
Yes.
you can do it.
I know it sounds crazy, family, but failures are valuable. I want y'all to get that. I want y'all to take it with you today.
Bad choices are valuable.
Yes, they really are. If you stop doing it, okay.
Yeah.
But if you continue to do it, then you get what you got.
That's right.
You getting what you plan to get, or better yet, you're getting what you didn't plan to get.
I told everyone in the Grits and Grants workshop, I've filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and I'm proud of it. Because I screwed up. I had to own my failure. I screwed up. Had 11 credit cards, deep in debt. I co-signed for someone. And he didn't pay the bill.
Make sure everybody knows it wasn't Schmitty Schmidt.
It was not Smitty Smith. But I had to learn from that. I ain't co-signing for nobody no more. That's for sure.
Would you co-sign for me, baby?
Nope.
Would you co-sign for Gwen Murphy Johnson?
She don't need me to co-sign. I need her to co-sign for me. Woo!
Gwen Murphy Johnson, can you co-sign for a brother? Can you help a brother out? I just need to get your signature on this little bitty form. Oh, you can trust me to pay it back.
But the key is I had to learn from my choices
Yeah.
that weren't always good.
Yeah.
But if I didn't learn, it wouldn't have brought me to what someone mentioned, your kitchen's nice. I wouldn't have been here.
When you said no to me, June. That rude girl.
So guys,
Girl.
cherish your failures.
Yes.
Learn from your failures.
Yes.
Help them to allow you to grow,
Wear them
to
proudly.
develop. Yes.
Wear them proudly. When we go to heaven, we're going to get crowns in heaven. You
That's
know what
right.
the crowns on earth are? Failures,
Wow.
if you allow them.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that's like, Dag, you got 4 kids? That's right. I was a single parent of 4 kids. Dag, you filed bankruptcy? Yes, I did. And?
And did you buy a home?
Yes, I did.
Did you buy a car?
Yes, I did.
Did you get 15, 20 jobs?
Yes, I did.
That girl can find a job, man.
But it's through my failures. I mean, I was cleaning toilets. I worked in a movie theater. I had a lot of different jobs. But that gave me the experience to be able to testify to someone else. You can do it.
You gotta do it, family. Because your kids are watching you. You know, June, in failure, I'm going to say this, and this is going to sound crazy. It's that Tracy said, let them make you the best you.
Exactly.
Family, I want y'all to hear this. Everyone get close.
I'm listening.
Failure is a important part of generational wealth.
Yes.
It is. You know, because we try to teach our kids, don't do that. Because if you do that, then this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And what do, June?
They do that.
They do that. They do that, you know? And don't do this or this is what you're going to get. What do?
That's what they get.
You know, and it's so real, you know, but that's part of our generational wealth. Failure is golden, family.
Yes, because you know what? Failure isn't always just for you. It actually really is never for you.
It's never for you.
If you can share your failures with someone else, then man, that's a blessing.
Yeah. Failure is only a failure when we give our failure to someone else.
And if we don't share it with someone else.
You know, June, it's like if I had $500, I'm not going to just walk up to somebody and give it to them for no reason.
Yeah.
All right? Now, I should do the same way with my failures. My failures are as valuable as cash.
Yes.
You know? So, Gwen, can I have $500? You know, so Gwen, she won't co-sign for us. She won't give us $500, and neither should you. Family, you are valuable. Your failures are valuable. Your goals are valuable. Tracy, your drive, that girl got 10 jobs, June. 10 jobs.
Yes.
All 10 jobs is part of who you are. It's all so critically valuable. Ree the realtor, man, we got, girl, the future's so bright, June, she got to wear shades. Family, hey, look here, we got to get up and to get down. We had a great webinar last night. We got folks calling me this morning wanting to talk. We got to get some folks home.
Yes.
Not making you go home, but helping you to get home where you belong.
And not carrying you home.
No, I ain't carrying the damn soul. No, sir. Not on my back.
No.
All right. Hey, fam, look here. June, we're at 45. We were at 45 yesterday.
Woo!
We're going to be at 46 by close of business today.
Nice.
Smitty Smith finally has a closing.
Okay.
June been closing everything. Amani been closing everything. Gwen Murphy Johnson been closing everything.
I got to make sure that ain't my closing.
I work too. Family, we got a goal of how many for the year, Jim? 100 what?
Plus.
100 plus transactions. We're going to get it done.
We will.
And you know what? If we don't, like we didn't last year, I brought that failure into this year by making some changes. Listen, Gwen, it's yours, June. How she know? How she know? Hey, this is 22140. This ain't Highland Park. Family, look, we appreciate you being with us today. We know it's kind of odd, but we got to look at failure differently.
We do.
Because failure can be valuable if we allow it to be. All right? Hey,
But
June,
don't let anyone label you.
But yeah, don't let anybody label you a failure. Family, 3.5%.
Woo! What is it?
3.5% interest rate.
There you go.
Family. Unbelievable. Every 1 point difference in a interest rate is equal to $80 to $90. So at 7%, the difference between the 7% interest rate and the 3.5% interest rate is almost $400 a month.
Yeah, we helped someone close last
Shoot,
month,
man,
and that's
please.
what they saved, $400 a month
Y'all
on their
folks
mortgage payment.
Best to get up with the get down.
So happy.
Shoot, man. I'm telling y'all, family, this stuff is real. This stuff is real. It just is. Hey, look here. I got to go because we went over. We failed to keep it at 15, but I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, but we learned from our failures.
We did. We learned not to change the grits and grands 15. We just call it, just call it grits and grands. We can talk as much as we want now. Ain't nobody gonna put no limits on me. Shoot, man. Hey, I am Smitty Schmidt.
I said who I was. I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
Hey, family.
If y'all don't know.
We want y'all folks to stay what, June?
Blessed and highly favored.
We got to go. Deuces.
Peace.